Hey guys, how's it going? Thank you so much for watching this. Today we're going to have this live demo to show you something special on the P-Series Software Edition, which is going to be the outbound call center. Yeah, that is. About the outbound call center, guys, first thing first, this feature is available on the P-Series Software Edition only for now, okay? So I'm going to take this Software Edition as an example. Let's take a look. If you guys are going to use the outbound call center, first of all, this is a subscription-based service. If you need it, you're supposed to subscribe the service. You log into your P-Series Software Edition, check on plan. Here we have something called add-on subscription. Click on that one, you will see this outbound call center. As you roll, we give you 30-day free trial. You can get it, all right? And also you can get the trial license from the partner portal. Okay, anyway, about the business model, we're not going to talk about it today. Let's just talk about this feature right now. So, enable this trial license, and after that, you will see this feature on the PBX. It's called Campaign Management. And yes, this is the place for us to start the configuration. But first thing first, if you're going to set up the outbound call center, something you need to do for the preparation is you're going to give it a check on the call features, and you need to click on Queue. And here we have the outbound queue. Because this is the outbound call center, we need a particular team to handle the outbound call center issues. The call center requirements. So here we need to set up this outbound queue. Check on my example here. This is something I configured before. We're going to name it as the outbound Q1. And you can also enable skill-based routing. The ring strategy, as you roll, we have all these 6 ring strategies. So make your own selection. I will select random. That's it. Maximum waiting time, I will keep the default, 1800 seconds. Failover destination, the default one is okay. We're going to use the hand up. And then agent options, as you roll, you can do some customization here for sure. Even the prompt, if you need, just like the way how you set up the inbound call center. Don't forget to record your custom prompt. And then that particular prompt will be posted in the drop-down list. So these are something very basic as you roll. All right. And after that, we're going to click on members. Right over here, you can set up your dynamic agents, your static agents, and also the queue manager. I make my extension as the queue manager. Okay. And then we can also turn on these notifications for the manager. And one last step here will be the queue permissions. Not like the inbound call center. The outbound call center just give you this particular part to set up the queue permissions for the agents. So you can try to keep it this way or do some customization there. So like I said, this is your preparation. After that, we're going to click on Save. All right, and apply as you roll. And one more step for the preparation, it's going to be the call disposition, because this is going to be the outbound call center. You're going to make phone calls to your customers, to your clients for maybe promoting some products or maybe for some special offers. Anyway, whatever it is. The thing here is eventually you're going to need to, market, right? See if this is a closed deal or something else. So over here, you can set up your call disposition. My example here, guys, you can see I got something. If I just close deal, if my agent confirmed this is a closed deal, I will just mark it as finished. If this is still ongoing, I will mark it as ongoing. And check on edit. You guys can see this is pretty simple. The description here will just be a particular code. For example, I put 111 here. So when one of my agents is finished this phone call, everything's all confirmed. So he or she can actually input 111, mark it as finished. That's it. Okay, so these are the preparations, and after that, we're going to check on campaign management. Here's the place for us to get started. Now click on Add. Basic settings. First of all, you can name your campaign. So I guess this is 2025. January, right? So I will name it as 2025-01. Call disposition, you can make your own selection here. Or you can also leave it empty. That's fine. That's fine. Then dialing hours. This is kind of like the way how you're going to set up the task, right? We got the mission for this campaign. So starting from January 16th and by the January 23rd, I'll keep it this way. Dialing hours, you can select the global business hours for sure, and you can also customize the time condition for this particular campaign by yourself. Let's keep the default way. I'm going to use the global business hours. And then move forward to the second step, call rules. Well, the call rules is the important part. Let's take a look. The auto dialers are all here. We give you guys three options. We have progressive, we have power, and agentless. As what it's called, this is pretty easy to figure out if you use progressive. So the phone system will follow this rule. It will just make phone calls one by one based on your configurations to all your contacts, your clients, anyway. Well, if you choose power mode, well, the system will just make phone calls to all these customers, all these clients you selected there all together. So that's the difference. If we use progressive, so there will be an order. We're going to take this order, call these customers one by one. And if we use power, we're going to call them all together. And if we choose agentless, well, you know what's going to happen. We're going to call these customers together. And if these customers, they just pick it up, well, there's no agent in this side. I mean, there's no agent on our side. All right, there's no agent in the queue. So you can set up the destination as somewhere else. Like IVR, or play greeting, then just hang up. Okay, whatever you prefer, these three options, you have to be very careful. You have to follow the local regulation because this is the auto dialer. We're gonna use the PBX with our SIP chunks to call these customers automatically. So you have to be very careful, especially when you set up the concurrent cost. And by the way, this concurrent cost, it has to be lower than your system's concurrent cost. There's a limit, right? For sure, with no doubt. And also, once again, like I said, make sure all your settings is following the local regulation. Okay? And something special here is, take a look. If we use progressive, so all the settings will basically be like this. Not a big deal. And then we can set up the call rules. The outbound queue, now I will select the one I set it before. And we can also enable call recording for it. And the call rules here, you can keep it this way. Maximum attempts will be 3 times. Retry interval will be 30 minutes. And we can also enable DOD. Currently, I don't have any DOD numbers, so I'll just leave it empty. Okay. And the other thing is if I choose power mode, guys, here's the interesting part. If I choose power mode here, we got a dial rate. And this is going to be the dial rate between the agent and the phone call. So that's it. I will give you guys an example. First of all, this dial rate must be something with more than, with something, higher than 1. At least it's going to be number 1. So if the rate is 1, that means if there's available agent, if there's one available agent, then we're going to make 1 call because the rate is 1. Well, if the rate is 1.5, is it okay? Yeah, that's okay. If the rate is 1.5, like I said, if there's only one available agent, still we're going to make 1 call. But if there's 2 available agents, if there are 2 available agents in the queue, we're going to make 3 calls. That's it. So this dial rate can be flexible. You can set it up by yourself, but you need to be a little bit careful. Okay? That's it. And then one last step will just be contacts. Now we check on contacts. Here we go. You're going to use the auto dialer to call these contacts, right? So exactly whom are we going to call, right? Now, you can try import. So if you have, a couple of contacts, you got a list, so you can try to upload it there. So this is one option. The other option is you can also select phone book. On the PC system, we have phone book. You can absolutely put all these contacts, these clients, into your phone book, and then select your phone book. I'm sorry, I don't have other phone books, so this is the only one I have. I'll just use this one, okay? Then number type, you can make your own selection. You can select call their business number or mobile based on your configurations there. I will choose mobile as an example. All right. And something else, contact sorting, you can see here. You can sort it by first name or by last name. And sorted by 2 options, up to you. After all the settings, we can click on save. And that's how we're going to do it. Well, obviously, you guys can see now I don't have any contacts. It's empty. So I'm sorry about this. But you know how to set it up, right? So this is how we're going to make use of this outbound call center solution with the P-Series software edition. Okay? Alright guys, so this is a quick live demo and this feature will be available very much soon. Stay tuned.